And since it is a beautiful Tuesday, let's have our beautiful two demis and one grand to get us started. And here we go. And remember to look at your fingertips. And then to, especially when you open your arm, move your hand this way and then take it with your fingertips into your palm. To the other side, please. And go flat and half, bring it in and out and full and heel and bring it in and flat and out. And half point just in and out. Now stretch. Heel down, it's a 2 count pull in and flat and half and in and out and stretch. Heel and pull it in and flex and rotate inside and rotate through your toes. Demi-plie and stretch. Flat and half and in and out and point and heel slowly in and flat and half and in and out. Heel, full point, sorry, heel down. Now bring it in. 1, no, sorry. 1 and 2 and in and out and stretch and heel slowly in. Flex and rotate inside and rotate through your toes. Demi-plie, roll through in first, and that's it. So we're going flat, half, in, out, point, flat, 2 counts to bring it in, to really feel both in the thighs and to feel the friction on the floor. Are we good? And here we go. Flat out, heel forward. And a half. Bring it in, bend your knee. Resist when you open, back to your half point. Long toes. Through your toes. Lots of time to bring it in. To the side and below your knee. And back out. And full point. Half point to flat. And bring it in. Feel both legs active. To the back end. Flex front and rotate to the side and rotate through your toes. Demi-plie, nice and soft. Relax all of your legs and stretch and go to the back end. And relax when you're ready. Here we go. To the other side, please. And feel that strong push from your heel, having your toes follow. And now toes first. And heel first again. And toes first again. Front and the side and the back. Chassé forward and tablier close. And back and the side and the front. Chassé back and the tablier close. And the front and the side and the back and the side one more time. And the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Close chassé to the side and the tablier back. Roll through your feet in second. Heel down. Back and the side and the front. Inside chassé when tablier close. Front and the side and the back. Inside chassé when tablier close. Encore twice. 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6. 7 and the 8 chassé side and the stay tablier. Now through your feet. Feel your balance in second. And that is it. Front, side, back, inside chassé tablier. Same from the back. Twice encore. Front, side, back, side, chassé à la seconde, tablier, roll through in second. There we go. And here we go. And over, and 2, and 3. Chassé into the floor. Tablier back. Close your first and back. Inside, back. And forward. Encore twice. And 2. Feel these nice sharp hands together with your fingertips. Chassé side. Tablier. Roll through your feet. Heels down, reverse. Settle in first after your number 3. Now start a new push down. And 7. And now 5. Forward and back. And back. And side. Front. One more time. The last one also closes in first for a chassé to second. Chassé. Tablier. Roll through. And just feel your balance. Here we go. Resist the urge and relax. Okay. Yeah, make sure we're closing after our 2 times encore. Close first, so you also can chassé the first time and then tablier back to the bar when we go sideways. Okay, here we go. Left side, please, and make sure you always relax your feet in first. simple front and the side and the back chassis forward, back and the side and the front chassis back, front and the side and the back and the side, chassis, close fifth, chassis, close fifth, back and the side and the front chassis back, front and the side and the back chassis forward, back and the side, front and the side, chassis, close fifth. Chassis fifth, I'm sure we can squeeze the soutenu in there to go straight to the other side. Similar scheme, front and the side and the back, chassis this time is on 4. Back and the side and the front, so it's a bit faster. Chassis on 4. Encore 4, 2, 3 and 1, chassis side close fifth, chassis to the bar close fifth. Reverse and left. In anticipation of our torture in the center. Okay, here we go. Decisive fifth positions and 1, 2, 3 and chassis close 1, 2, chassis close. Encore. Chassis side close your fifth, chassis side close your fifth. Back. Quickly 1 and forward and close and chassis close and soutenu on the side. Here we go and close. Oh, 1 and 2 and 3, front and side and back, back and 2 and 3, and back and side and front. 1 and 2 and plie 3, back 1 and 2 and 3, side 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Back and 2 and 3, encore same leg, front and 2 and 3, encore same leg, back and 2 and 3 switch legs, 1 and 2 and 3 switch legs, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Let's just stop right there. We'll go to the left after. Three front, 3 encore, 3 back, 3 encore, 3 front, 3 inside back, 3 outside, 7 outside side. Are we good? 3 front, 3 encore. 3 back, 3 encore. 3 front, outside, 3 back, inside, 7 outside side. So that's a little inner thigh buster there. Okay. Take it from your toes rather than from your knees. Make sure you just take it from your toes, not from your knees. Okay, here we go, because it's a little on the quick side. And cross and the cross and the cross and the cross and the first and the first and the first and the fifth, flex, cross and the cross, also known as courbatterie, 6, 7 and 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, passé and flat and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Just let your leg right bounce off that other leg. First and the first and the first and the fifth, over cross as much as you can, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. It's literally 3 times the same thing. Passé, relevé this time. Just stay right there. We'll take the left after. To really see if you can feel that rebound of your inner thighs, making your leg open. And here we go. Oh, 1 and 2 and 3 and the 4 and first. Passé and flat. Reverse 1. Good. Here we go. Yes, give yourself a little stretch. And here we go to the other side. And oh. Yeah, Jane, careful with these arms. Yeah, exactly, because it does affect the stability of the balance for whatever reason that is. Half point and full point and passé and stay, relevé 6 and the 7 and the 8, forward and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 4 on the oars and the 7 and the 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, on the down 6 and the 7 and the 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, on the dance, 6 and the 7 and the 8, 4 more on the dance, and 2 and 3 and 4, into a parallel stretch. So we're building it right in 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6. Let's finish with the passé balance. That is already all it is. We don't have to reverse it. Half point and full point and passé, relevé 6, 7 and 8, port de bras forward and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 4 on the jambes. Reverse that, half point and full point and passé, relevé 5, 6, 7 and 8, up and over back, 4 on the jambes. Half point and 4 point and passe relevé. Plié to the bar, 4 en dehors, followed by 4 more en dedans. This basically is our reverse. Into a parallel stretch. Whenever you're ready, find the balance and be done. And here we go. And half. Feel your structure. 5. Not yet Gregg. 6 and 7. Open it, pour the bra and 1. And the 2. And the 3. And 4. On the jaw and 5. And 6. Close fifth position back and 2 the other side, please. Yeah, don't forget, especially on the end of your balance, feel like you're opening like a book and you keep on opening and opening right into your port de bras. Okay, here we go. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 just to the side close, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 all the way around, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and plié grand rond jeté all the way around, plié relevé short balance close, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 back plié attitude à la second fifth, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 back plié attitude all the way around. Careful, there are only 3 and the 2 and the 3 and the plié grand rond jeté through straight knee plié relevé and escape close fifth soutenu à la side. 5 balance bars, only 3 before your grand rond jeté, so there's a little tiny bit more time for that teeny weeny arabesque balance. And keep it nice and low. Here we go. And front, back. And already close. 1, 2, 3. Nice and short. And 1. To the other side. Here we go. And over. 2. It's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plié. Plié front. 3. Plié grand jeté through. And through again. And over. That was interesting there in Wichita.
I started too slow and then I never made up for it.
I know. One plié and coupé, one attitude, stretch, flex point, same thing, back and attitude and stretch, flex point and one plié, one attitude, stretch, flex point, single, single, double, 1 and 2, sorry, 1 in coupé, 1 in attitude, stretch, flex point and 1 and attitude and stretch, flex point, 1 and attitude and stretch, flex point, 1, 2, 3, other side. Your choice of releves. If you want to take it easy on this one, please be my guest. Okay, here we go. Try to feel that nice therapeutic aspect of your pliés. Plié and coupé and open attitude, stretch on both, flex point, close, back, flex point, side, flex point, single, single, double, and front, front and side and back, back and back and back, back and side and front and side and back, back and side and front, side and side, plié, flick flack en dehors, plié, soutenu, other side already. Front and front and front, front and side and back, back and back and back, back and side and front and side and back, back and side and front, side, plié, flick flack en dehors, only close fifth and soutenu, other side. Three front, three encore, three back, three encore, three encore, three encore, three to the side. Flick flack en dehors and soutenu to the other side. Front, 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 front side, back, 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 back side, front. Front side, back side, front, side, 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 around soutenu. And here we go. Side and one, that's it. Oh, and then two and three. Make sure you don't drop lower knees. Keep them in the same place. And finish. Yes, Gregg, you could have started over, but you also could reverse it. Let's start it from the back.
We're supposed to reverse it that time.
No, it was not.
Oh,
It was
okay.
not. I
thought it was me.
I planned on giving you the reverse afterward. So your poor calves don't scream at me too much.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's remember to strike down with all of these things. Yeah, feel contact with the floor. Here we go. Everything from the back, obviously flick flack on the dawn this time. And try to move your nose as quickly as your toes in these onwards. And over. Yeah, that was tricky. And front side. Three to the side. Flick flack on the lock close behind. Soutenu away from the bar. That's all right. That's all right.
I thought the flick flack might go the wrong way.
But no, it was the soutenu that went the wrong way, which is
Right.
totally fine. Let's go double up your front and the two and the three and the four, plié and the stretch and the close, and the back and the two and the three and the four, plié and the stretch and the close, and the side and the two and the three and the four, plié and the stretch and the close. Let's have petit battement inside, attitude back, stretch fifth, soutenu. That's all it is. One and the two and the three and the four, plié, attitude, stretch and the close. So hold a little bit back on the height of your double up here so you have somewhere to go with that plié attitude. Front, back, side, petit battement, attitude, balance. Croisé back, stretch, close. And here we go. You can go as low as 90 degrees with that initial double up here. One. Plié attitude. Stretch close. Good one. Plie. Lift your knee and lift it again. And one. Petit battement, attitude back. Let go, deal with it. Soutenu to the other side and one. let's go 2 gambotements and the 3 and the 4, half soutenu, full turn on the oar. Back in the 2 and the 3 and the 4, half turn soutenu, full turn on the dent. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, full soutenu. Inside goes 1.5. Front and the back and the stretch and the close, you on the other side. Front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, half soutenu, full turn on the oar. Close fifth back. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, half soutenu, full turn on the dent, close fifth front. 4 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Full turn soutenu the third time. So we're adding 50 cents to each. And 1.5, same direction, inside foot picks up on the oar to the other side. Close fifth front. Fifth front. Cloche front, back, stretch front, and close. And obviously that last 1.5, she does not want to travel so much. Half soutenu, full turn on the dent. Careful there. Careful there with your feet, Gregg. Yeah, you're starting with half turn, half soutenu and full turn. So hold your horses under soutenu.
And close and back?
Yes, correct. So you can have your gambotements to the back on the other side. Half turn and full turn on the dent, close in front. Now 4 to the side. Close back, close front, close back, close front. Full soutenu this time. And change your spot with your half and a 1. Correct. Close fifth. Cloche front, cloche back, stretch front, close fifth. Yep, just keep on going logically, Gregg. On the oar. Correct. But close front. Close front. Otherwise, there are too many cloches in there. There. So this is the only coupé that doesn't change, because now we're cloching from there, front and the back and the front. And done. Yes, no, maybe. Single soutenu. 1.5 turn. Half and a 1, I should say. Just changes by close with front. Correct. Cloche front and the back, stretch front, close. All right. Here we go. And almost. And keep on going toward this. No, keep going toward the same shoulder, exactly. Let's be organic. Correct. Close fifth front. Now you have your time for your cloches. Right. Tell you what, we'll do the same pattern in the center with tendus, so you don't have to cry into your martini. But before we do that, let's just have a nice stretch. Let's start again. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the soutenu plié. Single turn close behind. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. It's kind of a half soutenu, it's actually not all that much the second time. En dedans close in front. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 and 8. Full soutenu demi plié, 1.5. Let's go chassé forward out of that. Tendre back and the close. And there we are on the other side. Front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 half soutenu. Well, it's a little bit more like, it's more like a 3/4 soutenu. Just to the other quasi corner. Pirouette on the or close fifth. So that gets you to an FSA fifth. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Now this is a little less of a soutenu. En dedans close front. 4 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1.5.
Wasn't there a soutenu first?
Yes, that's quite correct. A full soutenu, then 1.5. Chassé forward, tendre back in the close. Just so Jane gets another chance at conquering this pattern. Gregg, you're always going to from one quasi corner to the other quasi corner with your soutenu. So there is no facing upstage or anything. Is that making sense? So your first soutenu is a little bit more, your second soutenu is a little bit less. Just that is just the way it goes.
Well, so is the first soutenu facing here?
No, it's going all the way to the other quasi corner. That is what I'm saying. You're going to the other side. Correct. Now you have your single turn from there. Yep, and close fifth back. Right.
Oh.
Now you're having your 2 tendus to the back. With your soutenu only go to the other side. So we are mirroring what we did on the bar. Right, so that is what I mean. There's a little less of that. And then you have your single turn en dedans that closes in front. Now you have your 4 tendus écarté front. Now 1.5 soutenu means you're going to the other side. Single soutenu, you're absolutely correct. Single soutenu, 1.5 turns finish on the other side. Yep, chassé forward, if you don't mind. Chassé forward, tendre back out of it. Instead of our 3 cloches. Right. How's Jane doing? And may I please impress the importance of the plie in 5th position. B for your soutenu and B for your turn. All right, let's give this a mark. What do you say? Yeah, careful not to get spot confused there. All right. And here we go. Oh, nice tight fifth, deep demi-plie, and down, up and close, and back. That's it. Always emphasize your plie in 5th, and plie 5th again. Good. Equity. You're just a little early because there are 4 tendus to the side, not just 2. redemption set for you. However, I absolutely have to repeat that torture for Gregg from yesterday. Forward close and sideways close and backward close and single. Forward close and sideways close and back and close and single. Forward close and side and close and back and close. Let's make that a half and a one since we've already been there. Chassé forward, tendre back as we just did, and close, you're ready for the other side. Single turn, forward, sideways, backward. Single turn, forward, sideways, backward. 1.5 this time. Close fifth front. So that gets you to your croisé chassé, forward. Chassé forward. Tendre. Close. You're ready for the other side. Chassé effacé. Right, and it would be nice to have a first arabesque today, Gregg, rather than a second.
Yeah.
How is Jane doing?
The mark will help, maybe.
Okay, we'll underline the maybe. What do we say? Let's give this a mark. Here we go. So see if you actually can hold on to that coupe until it's time to chassé out of it. If you can't, obviously, it's totally fine to be a little bit early in that fourth position plie. Okay. And here we go. And feel your lines. Good, forward. Just a little split second longer you could hold on to your relevant. Hold and one. There we go. And two. And fifth. Forward close. Backward close. Now forward again and tendre. Here we go. And two. How slowly can you have your levy? That's it, right. It's just a matter of timing. Sideways, effacé back. And here we go on the or forward. And two. And three. And make sure you're pushing forward. There's a chassé fifth. And finish. Almost. However, after your croisé chassé, you're closing fifth. Then you have another chassé to fifth. Then you have chassé tendre in the end. Is that making sense, Gregg? So don't just make it 4 tendres. Jane, make sure you're pushing from your standing leg forward in all of these coupe turns. So you have a fair chance of going where you need to go rather than letting it slightly fold in backward. So don't be afraid to exaggerate it, and your closing arm actually probably will help you with that a lot. Shall we go just a little tiny bit faster? 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, up. 1/5, 1/5. You want to hear that once? Let's listen to it just for a second. Here we go, and one close, one close, one close, up, down, one. There we go. It should be kind of comfortable tempo-wise. To your croisé, chassé forward, close, chassé back. And let's dump the tendu there, because it's twice as fast now, yeah? Chassé forward, close, chassé back, close, 5th. You're ready to go for the other side. Is that making sense? Nice and light and unafraid. All right, here we go. And easy. That's it. And forward. That's it, right. Into your croisé, chassé forward, chassé back. Good, one. Let's not neglect our 5ths, however. It's actually easier, a little bit faster, I think.
I don't know.
Right. It's basically it's almost like a little nightclub step, Jane. Yeah, it's a little bit like that and that and that. Right.
Well, I for one am not pointing my toes. I can't tell you. It's so fast, I can't quite. So that's, yeah.
So just for Jane's toes, chassé forward and 2 tendu back and 2 développé effacé to the front. I believe you did this yesterday. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 développé à la seconde. You're going toward the same effacé one more time. 2, 3 and 4 développé arabesque. Let's go demi-plié relevé today. Tendu back, soutenu. Chassé forward and 2 tendu back and 2 développé effacé. Side and 2 and tendu développé à la seconde. The same effacé one more time. Développé arabesque. Today plié relevé. Tendu back soutenu. That's it. Now there's plenty of time to point our toes. Are we good to give this a mark? Yeah, nice long lines for your arms, for your legs. back foot starts to the side. Feel everything expanding, and the two. Developing the other developing Gregg. The other developing. Close fifth back. And chasse FSA back. And the two. That would be the other FSA Gregg and the 5. And the 6. And 7. Long arms and fingers. Plie, releve attitude. Suspend yourself between your elbow and your knee. Tendez when you have to. And soutenu. And pull it back forward. That's it. Yeah, careful, we are alternating legs with our developers, Gregg. However, we are not alternating corners with our FSA forward or back. Okay. Here we go. And fingertips and toes super long and totally back. Feel your coude and transit. Long waist. Beautiful fifth. Back foot goes one. It closes in front. And it goes to developing. And close behind. The same FSA again. We run FSA back and FSA forward to arabesque. Other arabesque Gregg. And the 6. Yes, that would be it. Demi plie releve. Sustain. And tendez, soutenu, and vertebra forward. Here we go. FSA forward and develop and 5. Back foot goes on first. And tendez. That same foot does develop and 5. And it closes fifth position, croisé back. To go to FSA front again. FSA forward. And now 5. And 6. Jane is right, Gregg. Demi plie releve. No worries, Gregg. There is always another day. How about that pirouette combination? That is kind of the same challenge. Balancez, FSA, détourné, en face, soutenu, chassé, plié, pirouette. I leave it up to you if you want to land in fifth or in fourth. How nice is that? FSA, détourné, so close back, balancez side, close front, chassé forward, plié, pirouette. One more time forward, détourné, sideways, soutenu, chassé forward, demi-plié, pirouette, to tendez, plié, en dedans to chassé forward. Forward, back, side, step, close fifth. Technically ready to start with the other foot. Is that coming back? So be careful after your first balancé, FSA front, you close fifth back. With your second one, you close fifth front. You're always coming back to the corner of the first balancé, FSA forward. That's it. Right, correct. But don't overturn it, Jane. So finish your balance.
Yeah.
You soutenu in the corner so that en face doesn't bite you. And then you have a danger of finishing up in the wrong corner. Like certain other people like to do. How are we doing up in Portland?
I think okay.
All right, let's give it a mark. That's not correctly. You okay, Greg?
So Alex, after the onde down turn and chasse, there's not another onde or there. It just
That
goes
is right. It goes straight into balancier FRC front again. And let's make an attempt to have more time after the pirouette than before the pirouette. So take it immediately as your heels hit the floor in your plie rather than hesitating. Okay. And here we go. Once again, these fifth positions are important. That's it. Easy. And one. And Tony back. Chasse forward, balance forward, and backward, and sideways step and finish. Yeah, let's pause. Let's pause. Your legs are giving you trouble, Greg, huh?
No, I'm just directionally challenged.
Oh, okay. I thought that is better than killing your legs. Being directionally challenged is totally fine. Maybe we could create an app that yells at you right, left, forward, and little lights going off in the correct corner. All right. Here we go. Let's start this on the other side. Keep your pirouettes nice and light and unevolved. Okay, here we go. And make sure you attach your passes one end of your coupe. There you go. And the other side, that's right. And croisé forward. Tony. And finish. All right, all right. That was better. cheap but effective. 1 and the 2 and the 3, just 2. 1 and the 2 relevé to plié, and the second and the 2 relevé to plié, fifth and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 relevé plié, first relevé plié, second relevé plié, fifth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 relevé plié, with the option of going again if you like to. 2 and relevé, 2 in second and relevé. Whatever that is in fifth, I think it's 6 and relevé. You are on the other side. Let's give it one mark so we know our tempo. This is just about pushing the floor away with your toes. Okay, here we go. And down. Nice short, crisp pliés. That's it. That's it, good. Right. Cheap but effective. Fourth and the fifth and the second and the fifth glissade assemblée, right and left. Fourth and the fifth and the second and the fifth glissade assemblée, right and left. Fourth and the fifth and the second and the fifth glissade jeté pas de bruit. Fourth and the fifth and the second and the fifth glissade jeté pas de bruit. What can I say? It should be fourth, it should be second, 2 glissade assemblées. Same beginning, fourth and second glissade jeté pas de bruit to switch legs. And the same thing once again. Are we good to mark this? Nothing to it yet. All right. And here we go. Help yourself with your fingertips in everything. Glissade and better. All right. Now how about that little game with arms through third in your glissades? And then just close them with your assembly. That's right. Mm-hmm. 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 Jeté, pas de bruit. Yep. 3, 4, and pas de bruit. That's it. Nothing to it. At least not on the surface. All right. Here we go. Just a little port de bras with your glissade. And that's it. And one. Fingertips and toes together. Careful there. Better. Yes, almost. I don't know if you can feel it, but with that port de bras, you actually speed up your feet in the glissade. Which is a very good thing.
Your arms go up for the jeté also.
Just for the glissade, but you're giving me a fabulous idea here.
I thought I saw Greg do that. That's why.
He might have done it by accident. Glissade, assemblée. Yes, I like it. Glissade, assemblée. Glissade, jeté. Glissade, jeté. Is that making sense? So we're getting a little bit more to the crux of the matter. So we have glissade, glissade, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. Then the second time we have glissade, open your arms to jeté, pas de bruit. Glissade, open your arms to jeté, pas de bruit. So I have a really wild confetti port de bras for your assemblée. And then that port de bras during your glissade before your jeté should feel nice and calm and coordinated. Instead of having our little Pharaoh or Giselle arms during the glissade. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Jane, for the inspiration. And here we go. And that's it. Yep. Hold on a second, we lost it. It would have been good. Shall we give this one more try? Before we table and bottle it, here we go. And that's it. Good one. Keep your fingers active. And one. How about just the second part? We'll pick this one up again tomorrow. See how one can make a really easy combination extremely challenging. Ha 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 ha. And here we go. Fingers and open your arm. Almost. Now the only wish list there was glissade port de bras through first to second rather than just keeping them out there. Right. So it's the same activity in your fingertips as if you were taking the arms up. The only difference is it goes through first rather than through third. However, I think for today we are extremely well cooked. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will be seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.